What's the one secret you've kept from your best friend? I kept mine for 6 years until one Friday night changed everything. Emily and I had been inseparable since freshman year minus roommates, bridesmaids at each other's weddings, godmothers to each other's children. But behind my smile I carried a crushing secret that could destroy everything. Her husband Mark had kissed me at their engagement party. It happened during those chaotic moments before they announced their engagement. I'd stepped onto the balcony for fresh air when Mark appeared, clearly drunk. I am making a mistake, he slurred, leaning in before I could process what was happening. The kiss lasted 3 seconds before I pushed him away, horrified. He apologized immediately, blamed the alcohol, begged me not to tell Emily. It would destroy her, he pleaded. It meant nothing. For 6 years I buried that moment deep. I smiled through their wedding, held their newborn daughter, attended their anniversary celebrations. The guilt festered like an infection, but I convinced myself I was protecting Emily until last Friday night. Emily called me at 2 a.m., her voice shattered by sobs. I think Mark's cheating on me, she whispered. My blood turned to ice. Why would you think that? His messages with his colleague Jessica? They're too friendly. He deletes them, but I saw one. Am I crazy? Am I being paranoid? In that moment, I faced the hardest decision of my life. Tell her about the kiss and potentially confirm her fears, or stay silent, letting her doubt herself while I protected Mark's secret. I chose her. Emily, my voice trembled. I need to tell you something that happened 6 years ago. The silence after my confession stretched so long I thought she'd hung up. Finally, she spoke. You knew for 6 years, you knew the kind of man he was, and you said nothing. I thought it was a one-time mistake, not your decision to make. She cut me off. I deserved to know who I was marrying. She hung up for 3 days. She wouldn't answer my calls or texts. Then Wednesday night my doorbell rang. Emily stood there, eyes red but clear. I left him, she said. Not because of that kiss, but because when I confronted him, more truths came out. Jessica wasn't the first or the last. She stepped forward hesitant. I'm furious you didn't tell me, but I understand why, and I need my best friend right now. That night, surrounded by takeout containers and tissues, Emily looked at me. Impress me something? No more secrets between us, even the painful ones. Sometimes loyalty means telling the hard truths, and sometimes forgiveness is the bravest choice of all.